Hello again, everyone. This is Age of June. We are back casting another League of Legends game. As you can see here, it is Platinum versus 3 diamonds, 4 diamonds, and a gold from last season, obviously. You can't really count on this for this season because they're not the same. But, as you can see here, we have Nhat Nguyen as Heimerdinger and Shockblade Zed, which is pretty interesting. Let's go all the way back here. It's 2 minutes in, which isn't very far. It tried to zoom me to present time, but I don't really want that. I want to see, here. Looks like Skarner's taking a lot of damage from this blue buff, but he doesn't end up getting it. It's fine. So the teams in this game, we have Jayce versus Garen top. About 1,000 Jews. Interesting. Haven't heard that name before. Very odd. We got the junglers are Nocturne versus Skarner. We have Zed versus Eve mid. Zed's turned out to be a pretty interesting champion. I like the whole ninja thing. I think that also is part of the hidden passive ninjas. I'm not sure. And then down bot we have support Heimerdinger with Sivir XX Naruto and versus Draven and Nunu. This guy is one of the streamers that I see on twitch.tv a lot, so he's a pretty good player, I assume. I mean, he's always got a lot of viewers, so it's always a good sign. There's his ward. He's apparently got the snowman skin wards. That's pretty cool that they did that for free. I think I'll be making use of that myself. Eve is actually taking a lot of damage up here from the Zed. Zed's just chunking her down a lot and not taking a lot of damage in return. Nocturne, I don't know. Looked like he was thinking about a ward, but that was kind of foolish because that's not going to happen. Skarner's coming in for a gank on bot. There's the flash from Nhat Nguyen. Nhat Nguyen is dead. Goodbye, Heimerdinger. First blood to them. Now Sivir's trying to escape. Now Nocturne comes in. He goes in. He goes ahead. Fears the Draven, who immediately flashes out and says, nope! Now the Skarner's trying to take down the Nocturne. No go. But, yeah, there's first blood. Nocturne's still sticking around. They do see him, though, because of this ward. So he's actually just wasting his XP, and he should have known that because of that one little hit there. Apparently he doesn't care. He's just going to stick around. Anyway, that's pretty interesting. Now he knows for absolutely sure, because when the minions attack you when you're inside the bush, that is because you're warded and they see you. So you should watch out. Now Nunu's going up. He's going to go ahead and ward up here. This is a pink ward. I'm not sure about its range. I think it might see this. We'll have to see. If Skarner comes down to kill it, yes, he does end up killing it. Sorry, there's your ward. Goodbye. There is no more ward. Nice little pink ward there. Pick that up. Garen versus Jayce, it looks like it's about even. And Zed versus Evelynn, not so much. But Zed's going to go ahead and go back, I think. Nope. Looks like he's contemplating stealing wraiths. He is. Nocturne says, nope. Ah, he doesn't end up getting the big wraith. That's a really scummy thing to do, I think. When your jungler is right there, don't steal his wraiths. That's his lane. That's not cool to steal your jungler's lane. Seriously. Especially when he's right there. If he's far away, go ahead and steal it. That is great. The XP is just going to waste. When he's right there needing it, don't. Because he needs that too. Junglers are not there for your, I don't know, complete jerkiness. There's the ping fallback on Nocturne from the blue team, so they don't actually know he's there. I'm not sure what he's doing. It's not warded, so they probably think he's gone. Garen doesn't care. Garen says, well, it's whatever. I'm going to park over here. I'll be alright. I'm not sure how they know he's there, as there is no ward. So they probably don't. They've got to, because they keep pinging. I'm not sure what's going on there. And there's a pink. There's a purple person one. So there's Jayce trying to do a little harass. Now Nocturne says, fine, I'll go back. There's a Skarner invasion again. He goes in. It tries to slow down the Sivir. She says, nope, spell shield, lol. But he still slows her down with red buff, but she escapes fine. It was a good attempt, though. Good try, Skarner, good try. Zed versus Eve. Looks like Eve's at slightly above half. Zed's about slightly below half. He just got hit by that. They are both 6 now. So they both have to watch out for the other. Beware, you're in for a scare. That's a very nice little proxy thing. I kind of like that. Just send your guy out. You attack for me. So, there's yet another ward here. Looks like Eve's actually thinking... I don't know, she might be thinking about going in. She does ignite him. He tries to take her down. He goes down instead, though. He does not end up getting her. Nice play by her. That flash out from under the tower so she didn't take the killing blow. Now she's going to wisely go back. You don't want to stick around. Especially not with a Nocturne. If he sees you, he'll probably ult you. And no, he's not going to ult because he's 4 because that guy stole his CS. So, yeah. Nocturne's probably going to go get his blue. I would imagine he's not going to give it to Zed, especially since Zed doesn't need the blue buff. It's nice for the cooldown, but honestly, after you steal his CS like that, I have a feeling that Nocturne is not feeling very happy with Zed. Nocturne is behind, and partially that is Zed's fault. Partially. It's also his failed ganks down bot. That is also a good part. But, looks like he's going to go ahead and get wolves first, then he'll go blue, my guess. Let's see, will he give it to Zed? He's going in on it. Now we'll see. No. Looks like Zed's not even coming over. Nope. Okay. Didn't think so. I don't blame him. Zed doesn't really need it. He doesn't have mana. Nocturne does. Looks like E is actually coming down for a gank. There's a pink ward by the Nocturne, so they know it's here because he just killed that ward. And now Eve cannot come through this way to gank. She's going to have to gank that way if she decides to gank. Because of this pink ward, that is a really good protection from mid lane Eve. If you are a support, be sure to ward here with a pink ward if there is an Eve. Looks like Skarner went in for a counter jungle, but now he just got caught by the Zed and the Nocturne, but he ended up flashing out, so he's fine. He says, "Bye guys, thanks for the monies." Nocturne's like, "Why is everybody going to steal my raids?" He's gonna go ahead and get red buff. He's fine. Zed's harassing me. Eve again. But yeah, that's a really good play as a support. This, in my opinion, this doesn't give nearly enough time. Depending on how aggressive you are. These two don't seem to be super aggressive. And honestly, in this case, they were able to see that. But they have been hit by the ganks twice. So what I like to do is I like to ward up here, and if I'm being really aggressive, here as well, so it gives us plenty of time. If we are on this side of river, I'm not going to worry about it. But if we're on this side of river, I will be putting a ward here. Against an Eve, regular wards aren't going to do much. But you're still going to be good against the jungle. And that's what you're really wanting to ward for. So I've never really seen a great use for this. This is actually good against like a Shaco, because Shaco can just deceive over this wall or through here or anything like that, so that you don't even see him, and then he comes in and ganks you from here. So if you have a Shaco on the enemy team, warding here might be a good idea as well. All depends. As Heimer, you could probably just put a turret there. Yeah, that's one thing. I support Heimer just once in a normal game. But just because I thought it was kind of funny. And yeah, his turrets are kind of nice. I put one over here, one over here. That was a regular ward though. I'm not sure what he's doing with his turrets. He's got tons of wards all over the place though. There's a Nocturne ult. They're going in for the gank up here. The Eve is dead. Now Garen says, "I'm gonna kill you." Jayce says, "Nope." Eve is on the blue team. Ouch. So let's see. Let's look at this gank. Alright. So Eve comes in for the gank on Jayce. Eve says hi. He's running away. She ults him. They're going in. She's taking a tower shot to there. He's almost dead. There goes the Nocturne. She goes down to the tower and Nocturne. Garen's going in to try to take down the Jayce. He says, "Nope, never mind." So now he's having to fall back. That was a really unfortunate gank for them. Draven just tried to kill Jayce. Good attempt, but it did not end up getting him because Jayce came back out. Jayce is like, "I'm brave, I'll be alright." Garen unwisely went back out. Now he's dead. Goodbye, Garen. Garen should not have gone back out. That was not wise when you were that low on health. So now they're going to push this. They're probably going to get at least a little bit of damage on the tower. And all in all, that was a really unfortunate gank for the blue team, considering they were doing the ganking and they just lost 2 people. Now Skarner versus Zed. Zed and Skarner are going at it. Zed's going to try to take him down. Skarner says, "Aha, ultied." And down goes the Zed. So Skarner ended up coming out ahead on that one. He got really close to dying, but he didn't care. He's like, "I'm fine. I'll just take you to the tower and let it kill you." Good move by Skarner. Well played, Skarner. Well played. There's the Nunu ult. They're going in. We could take them. Draven says, ah, yes, I will take them. No, he's... Nope, never mind. Just kidding. Bye. Yeah, this is kind of amusing, too. Blinding. It's actually fairly nice against the ADCs. I mean, it's not perfect by any means. Honestly, Heimer's not that great of a support from what I've seen. But he wasn't absolutely useless because that thing does stun and it blinds if they got anywhere close to it. And he's got a decent amount of harass from that and his missiles. It's just with his missiles especially. If he harasses with his missiles, he's pushing the lane. And AD carries don't like that for a good reason. Looked like Eve was thinking about doing something, but I honestly don't know what. Looks like she warded here so that Nocturne can't gank from right here, and he can't come in and steal the enemy, the blue team jungle. But other than that, I'm not sure. Looks like Zed's thinking about going in on her, at least doing a little bit of damage. There it is. Nope, he actually ends up doing pretty much nothing to her. Nocturne's here in this bush. I think he might be thinking about going ahead and ulting. Skarner's also waiting in this bush. Eve says, come to me, Zed. And Nocturne says, yeah, go for it. So who knows what's about to happen here. And Skarner's still here, so he's probably about to sprint out there, latch onto that guy, and just yank him out. Or he'll just sit in the bush. I don't know. We'll see. Because Eve just keeps pushing, which is not really cool. She should really be letting Zed push so that he can get extended, and Skarner can come in for the grab, and they can kill him. Skarner's now going in, flashes, and gets slowed, and that's the end of that. So yeah, that was sad. Now there's a lot of pinging going on here. Fall back, run away, because they see the Nocturne, and now they're falling back. Nocturne says, I got seen, so he falls back too. Bye, Nocturne. Meantime, these guys are able to push pretty much uncontested here. Draven's missing out on a little bit of CS there. Not overly much, because the blue minions aren't actually very many. But now he's going to take a little bit of CS loss probably here. We'll see, though. He hasn't lost one yet. Does he get that? Don't worry, I am going to go look up there. I see stuff happening. He actually did not end up missing any. There's the gank. Skarner does not have his ult, so all he... Oh, I lied. He does, because I forgot that his flash failed. Jayce says, bye, guys! Ouch, that kind of hurts. But I think they're still going to get him because Garen does have his speed up. And, yeah, there it is. It was a good attempt. He's like, fine, I'll try to do as much damage before I die. He dies. So, now the purple team's going in on Dragon here. Ezreal, not Ezreal, yeah. Yeah. Heimerdinger set up his turrets to help DPS him down. They took him down pretty fast. That ward just caught them, but it's a little too late for that. Eve, on the other hand, says, I'm going to try to kill you. Does she end up doing it? No. Ah, double ward. So, they just saw a ward just appear, and they don't see anybody, so they know it's probably Eve. Oh! Minions say, hi, Eve! Pops her invisibility. Blue team's pushing this tower. They're probably going to go ahead and get it. They're getting the CS right now, so they're probably not... Oh, yep, there it is. They got it. Yep. So there's that first tower down of the game. Very nice. And kills-wise, it's 5-2. Blue team is ahead, even with all their minor missteps. Alright, so there's... Looks like a gank we're setting up here. Eve versus Zed, and... Ah, now in comes the Nocturne. He does end up going down. Eve's trying to run away now. Does she end up making it? She is exhausted. I mean, ignited, but her ignite's now gone. Nocturne flashes to her. He misses her with his that thing, but she does end up getting feared, so she's going to go ahead and die. Garen escapes with no problem. Skarner was coming up to help, but he didn't end up getting up there in time, so he's falling back. Bye! And Garen's going back now as well. Not too bad, really. It was a one-for-one trade. Eve knew she was not going to escape after killing the Jayce, though. She tried. She tried her best. She really did. But she ended up dying. That fear. Really annoying. Zed's pushing top now, which I'd imagine doesn't make Jayce very happy. But he is resetting the lane. This is a good play to do, honestly. It ends up making your enemy miss a lot of XP, because that's 1.5 waves of XP he just missed there. Because Zed pushed that lane, which resets it, which means that when Jayce, well, had Jayce came out, he would have been able to just farm there. but now he's not. Let's go ahead and look back here. Probably a little too far. Yeah, there's that. So, Sivir's down here taking down this turret. Nunu and Draven just got Draven red. Sivir's falling back. Sivir's still taking this tower. I did hear at least one blue team's turret has been destroyed, so she's going to go ahead and take this successfully. But Nunu and Draven are coming along behind her, so she's going to take off this way. Bye! She does end up getting exhausted by Nunu. She does ult, though. There's the Nunu slow. She's still ulted, so she's pretty fast. There's the flash from Draven. He's got red buff. She's now slowed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed up there as well. And they do end up taking that down. And the blue team also got this turret. So that's 3 turrets in rapid succession. And there's Garen DC'd. Nunu just got caught. Goodbye, Nunu. 300 gold for Jayce. 75 for Nocturne. So, he was probably in a place he shouldn't have been. Let's see. What was he trying to do? He saw them destroy that, so he probably knew it wasn't a good idea, but he said, I'm going to go this way anyway. Yeah. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but that was the wrong place for him to go. And there's the ward there. Garen's still going back because he's DC'd, which is really bad news for the blue team. Hopefully he reconnects. I noticed that this is the second game in a row now that somebody DC'd. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because last time that completely messed over the other... Well, actually no. Honestly, they did fine while she was gone. It was just later on they just kind of threw the game. In my last game I cast. So, it's kind of iffy there. But the DC still hurt, I think. Because she was still way under-leveled because of it. Skarner went ahead and pushed this back. Now Zed's pushing it back down again. And Nocturne's in the jungle, thinking about coming in on the Eve, I guess. I don't know. Jayce and Heimer are pushing. Sivir's pushing bot. Zed's pushing top. Skarner says, I got my wolves. Now they know Jayce is there. I think Jayce is actually trying to bait him. Skarner almost got baited too. But let's see, there's Draven. So that's 3 versus 4, but those two are kind of in weird places. But again, Nocturne, yeah, with his ulti. Doesn't matter where he is, within a small radius. Am I able to see that radius? No. Okay. Well, it's not map-wide like it used to be when it first came out. I was playing back then, and that was one of the most terrifying sounds to hear. Darkness. Because it didn't matter where you were, he was probably coming to get you. Now they're camping out here, gonna try to terrorize Draven. Draven just got caught, he's speared, he's trying to escape. There's his ulti. The fear does end up killing him though. That fear hurts a lot. So, successful gank by Nocturne and Sivir. Now the blue team's coming down, but so is the purple team. They're gonna try to take this tower. Skarner just got caught, he flashes. Now he ults Jayce. Jayce goes down. Nunu's ulting. Gonna go ahead and do a lot of damage to Zed. Zed is down. Garen just reconnected. Eve just double killed. Yep. And he actually, Zed, by the way, actually got the Skarner. So it ended up being a 2 for 2 if you count the Draven, which it was kind of sort of part of the same fight. I mean, that's why the whole team fight occurred. But now Garen is back. And he's still not all that far behind. He is behind his counterpart by 1. He's only 1 level behind his counterpart. But he's going in there. He flashed. He's going to go and try to take down the Nocturne. Nocturne is going to go down to the Eve. Eve goes down to Nocturne. They just traded there. Now Garen's going in on Sivir. Spin to win. Woohoo! Sivir is getting really low. There's the Garen ulti. Goodbye. Now Heimer says, crap. I am stuck. He does end up getting the stun in there, but he doesn't know that Nunu's here. So he's going to try to escape this way. There's the Nunu slow. But Jayce is there to help. Now Garen says, no, run away. Garen comes in to help. Spin to win versus Jayce. Draven says, I'm going to kill you. Now here comes the Nunu. Draven's going in on the Heimer. Heimer goes down. Jayce runs away because he can't really fight versus 2. So good job there, Jayce. And Garen and Nunu. Garen did not die. Yay, Garen! Skarner's going back and farming again. Zed's pushing top again. And Jayce is getting blue. Nope. Jayce is not getting blue. Nocturne's getting blue. Yet again, Garen is DC'd. Oh, never mind. He's un-DC'd. I think. He's still walking back. But, yeah. Okay. Now he's walking back on purpose. So, alright. Looks like the purple team is going in on Dragon. Blue team's nowhere around. No. No, purple team is not going on Dragon. They counter-warded it, so the blue team will not win when they go into Dragon, and then they ganked Eve. Oh, very nice flash there. That stun, or the fear there, was about half second away from going. There's the Skarner ulti. Down goes the Jayce. Down goes the Nocturne. Yes, yes. Now Heimer's in trouble. They're going to go ahead and tower dive this. Nunu's taking the tower. Sivir's in trouble. Down goes Sivir. Down goes Heimer to Draven's ulti. And Zed's coming in for hopefully at least do some cleanup, but no, he got nothing. Nunu was wisely far enough away. And now Blue's going to go ahead and do Dragon, even though it's warded by the purple team because the purple team's all dead except for Zed. Poor not dead Zed. This is fine, I'll just push middle. Whatever. And top is still pushing against purple. But it looks like it's actually pushing that way now because there's 1.5 little groups there, so yeah, it's going to be pushing that way pretty quickly. Blue team, they're pushing bot. Oh, and now that it's pushed, they're going to go ahead and fall back. Looks like Draven's thinking about going ahead and getting double golems. He probably is. That's always a good idea. That nice little bit of XP and money is always good when your jungler is nowhere to be found, which he isn't. He's up in mid, so this is a great time to steal that. Again, don't steal CS when your jungler's there. When your jungler's not there, go for it. It looked like did Zed just get red? No, he was just at red. Nocturne got red though. And Zed was there, so he just went back afterwards. Looks like Skarner sees Heimer, goes ahead and wards. Heimer says no, tries to kill it, doesn't. It was a good attempt. He tried. He tried. Skarner and Eve are both mid. Jayce is trying to just push him off a little bit. And now the rest of blue team's coming up here, except for Garen, who is facing off against Nocturne. He could probably take him down to the tower, honestly, because of his ulti. But we'll have to see. Does he do it? Yes! And ulti. Woo! Spell shielded! Wow! That Nocturne is great. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Slow it down. Garen comes in. Well, soon. Nocturne's going back, going back, going back. Minions are like, wee. In comes the Garen. Hits him with his upgrade, that thing. Starts his spin to win. And then, spell shield, ulti. Spell shield with the ulti. Garen says, no! And ends up dying. And Nocturne says, ha ha, I'm gone. I like that. That was pretty awesome. Very nice, Nocturne. Very nice. In the meantime, though, stuff was happening mid, so let's go watch that. A little bit farther back. There. This should be good. Alright. So, while all the interesting things were happening up there, there's that little bit of harassment here. What is that? I don't know what that is. Skarner's like, whatever. Ultied. So he goes ahead and grabs Zed. They're going in on Zed. Zed says, no! Zed's getting really low. He is shielded. He dies. Skarner's really low. There's the Draven ulti. That's what he killed him with. Nunu ulti there, slowing down the Jayce, and Draven gets a kill on him. Nocturne ults now to blind them. They can't see him, but he's going in on Heimer. Heimer's getting low. Heimer is dead. Goodbye, Heimer. Boom! Triple kill. Now they're going to go ahead and get this tower. Not much the purple team can do about it, as they are all dead except for Sivir. Sivir says, I'm not going in on that. And now Nocturne as well, who just used his ult to try to blind them and save his teammate, which they did not do. So he can't flash, or he can't ulti him. It probably would have been good. It would have been kind of funny if he could. If he probably would have been killing him. He probably would have died as well. So it's probably better for him that he can't. And they did end up pushing them off of this tower, so they did not get the inner tower, but they're going to go ahead and ward up their jungle. Actually, that's a very interesting place. I guess, let's see. Yeah, I guess that works. I normally try to ward here, so it catches the bush. But I guess this actually isn't too bad. The only thing is it doesn't catch not much of this. So I try to ward there because it catches there, well, there. And it catches there, and it catches there. So it gets a lot more if it's here than when it's here, because this is just getting there. But, you know, you can ward whatever. It's usually better, I think, to ward in that bush. Now, it looks like they're going in again. Eve just got caught, but she's going to go ahead and try to take somebody down. She does not end up taking him down to begin with. Heimer gets the kill. Shut down gold for the support. Woohoo! Garen's coming in, spin to win. Gets nobody, but now Skarner's coming in as well. There's the ulti on the Nocturne. Normally you don't see them ulti that way, but I guess in this case it kind of makes sense because he's just going with the rest of the team. There's the Draven kill, and we'll go look at that down there in a moment. There's still the Chase there. He does not have red buff, so Zed's probably going to escape, especially with his little skills that he can cast his little guys and teleport away. Yep. Now let's go ahead and take down... yep, here's the team fight there. All the interesting action going on there. There's the spin to win. There's the Draven ulti. Sivir almost died to that. He almost died to that. There's the grab that we saw. Pulling him forward. Down goes him. And now Nunu and Skarner both go after the Heimer. Heimer says no and dies. And there's those guys running away, running away. Alright, Sivir. Sivir says bye. I'm out. She goes over there and backs. So she ends up escaping successfully. There's the blue-pink ward on Baron. This ward is here, so they're going to go ahead and take it out. A little bit of gold there for Nunu. And now they're going to go in on Baron because 2 people alive for a counter Baron is not really going to work. This is warded as well, so should something like, say, the Zed appear here, they're going to know it. So he can't just pop over, surprise, steal it, and go on his way. Right now, they're saying, okay, we know nobody's here. So there's the dead Baron Nashor, and the purple team was able to do nothing. Baron, Baron! Now, blue is going to Evelynn, and the enemy blue is going to Nocturne. I think Jayce wanted it for the cooldown reduction, but Nocturne still said, nope, I have mana, you don't. Forget you, man. He's going to go ahead and farm there. Jayce is farming down bot, pushing the lane back. Don't want to get your stuff too... and there's the surrender. It's always confusing when that happens. Oh, let me go back a little. Okay. So, pause this. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the items here. Actually, we'll go forward until the actual surrender happens on the off chance that somebody had time to go back and buy. There's the blue buff. Here's Zed going down here. There is a back, so yes, there was an item buy. I would have missed that had I gone the other way. There's another back. Yep, there's another item buy that I would have missed, and there's the surrender vote. Bam, it's over. Okay, so there's the pause, and we'll pause it here and take a look at the items. So we have Zed here, who has a black clear... I thought he was AP. Let's see. Additional bonus AD. Physical damage. Okay, I thought he was an AP person, but apparently I was wrong. I've obviously never played Zed, so I didn't know what he scaled off of, but apparently it's AD. That's interesting. Alright, so he's got a black cleaver, newly nerfed. Well, not really completely newly, but it was this week. Mercury's Treads with the Alacrity, movement speed. No, it's not. Yeah, it is upgraded. Yeah, I think that's the Alacrity there. Alright, so we've got the Hex Drinker, Sword of the Occult, and a Longsword. We've got Heimerdinger with a Runic Bulwark and a Philosopher's Stone. And Boots of Speed. So, level 1 boots. We've got Nocturne with the Static Shiv. I kind of like this item. It's kind of cool walking around, building up charges, and then... The Wriggles Lantern. He's got Giant's Belt, Berserker's Greaves, not upgraded, Ruby Crystal, and a Rejuvenation Bead. We've got Sivir, who also has a Static Shiv, and a Bloodthirster. By the way, this is a really good item for pushing. You can go through minion waves really fast with this. Berserker's Greaves and her Dorans. We've got Jayce with another Black Cleaver. Mura Mana, which is a new item. It upgrades from Manamune whenever Manamune fully charges. Gives 1,000 mana, 20 attack damage, 7 mana regen per 5. And then the unique passive is 2% of your max damage, or max mana is converted into attack damage. And then you can toggle it to make your single target spells and attacks consume 3% of your current mana, deal twice the amount. So, that's pretty nice. He has Ninja Tabi and a Sight Ward. I don't think I've ever seen Merman on Jayce, but hey, I haven't watched that many games since the new one. Especially not that many games with Jayce. I'm not sure I've seen any games with Jayce, so whatever. Then on the blue team, we have Eve, who has Deathfire Grasp, Leandry's Torment. This is a new item as well. 70 ability power, 200 health. 15 magic penetration, which is her one of the passives, Eyes of Pain. And then another passive, dealing spell damage, burns enemies for 5% of their current health as magic damage over 3 seconds. If their movement's impaired, they take double damage. So this works really well with her ult, because she ults and it automatically slows them, and then that burns them. So then we have Sorcerer's Shoes, not upgraded, and a Crystalline Flask. It's a very nice item. We've got Draven, who's got a Bloodthirster, a Phantom Dancer, a BF Sword. He just got that, so he never actually used it. Berserker's Greaves, a Pickaxe, and a Dorn's Blade. Skarner, who has Shurelya's, the Ruby Sightstone. Now see, I do approve of this. I like the idea of having Ruby Sightstone on somebody like Skarner instead of their support, because that the health is nice for them, and it gives the wards, so he can help the support with wards. And I think I like that idea a whole lot better than the support having Ruby Sightstone, because of things I've explained in other videos, that the support, when you have that, you're then dedicating 2 things to that, and that 300 health just, to me, does not seem like enough for my support style, because I ward a whole bunch of places, so I have to have 2 slots dedicated to wards, and 300 health is just not enough for that. And specifically because of you can only have 3. If there was no maximum number of wards, I'd be fine, because I could go back, place more, place more. But no. He's got Boots of Mobility, Madred's Razors, and Emblem of Valor, as well as a Ruby Crystal. Then we've got Nunu with his Shard of True Ice, Mercury's Treads, Philosopher's Stone, the Sight Stone, not upgraded. And then we've got Garen with Black Cleaver, really nice on him with his spin. Every time his spin hits, it procs. The Giant's Belt, Ninja Tabi, Chain Vest, and Double Thorns. Alright, so that's the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thank you guys for watching. See, no sound after you pause it, which is very interesting. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.